Greetings. Greetings. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to Zeus. While I was engaging you wonderful people out here on TikTok. Greetings, brother Alex. Yes, Jack Smith. He is coming. Yes. Key. Yes. Welcome, folks. Once again, we are in the closet of truth. Godfather, welcome back. I see you changed your name. You're just X, huh? Jack Smith is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I have James Comer in the background is because I was right once again. I've been right about this more times than I would like to be, but when you're good, you're good, right? You're good. When you're good, you're good. Now, I did want to touch on Kamala Harris and her visit to Sunnyvale. Wonderful area out here in Silicon Valley. It's just amazing to me that Kamala Harris is once again out here revealing to the American people just how good of a job her and President Biden have been doing. And I'm sure most of you would agree, right? Most of you agree Kamala Harris is doing a good job. Most of you agree President Biden is doing a great job. By the way, please put those blue waves in the comment section. No, we don't need any of that, Trump. We don't need any of that, okay? And I do hope that you're just joking. Because I haven't even gotten started yet. And I know they hate when I go live and I do this. But I do this because I truly care. I do this because I truly care about these lovely United States. Myers Life, cut it out. T, what's going on, champ? Now, you know what I'm about to do? Listen, I can go over Biden's accomplishments, or I can go over James Comer fails to get the evidence on Biden meeting with the FBI. Which one should I cover? Biden's accomplishments or James Comer? Which one? You pick. Because either way, it's not going to be nice. Which one? Oh, you're leaning towards the James Comer? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. So, you know what I do? I do my morning shows, and then I try to go out, do my workout, because health is wealth, and I encourage all of you to get out there and work out. Go for a walk, because these politics can drive you crazy. And so, I did all of that. Then I decided, you know what? Let me watch some TV. And I did. And I saw some disturbing things, but I said, you know what? That's fine. It's nothing unusual. I'm going to let TikTok cool off. That's what I said. But then James Comer popped up on my timeline once again. And I realized this is an opportunity I can't pass. I have to constantly remind folks just how far folks have gone. So I'm reading this, and this is fresh. This is fresh news. Comer fails again to get damning evidence. And you know I don't like profanity in here, but I gotta say it because it says it right here. Damning evidence on Biden during a meeting with the FBI. I mean, seriously, how many meetings do we need, James Comer, with the FBI? The same FBI you say you don't trust. James Comer, how many times do we gotta meet with them? Trump supporters, make this make sense. You know it doesn't make sense. Republicans on the House Oversight Committee failed in their latest gambit to obtain evidence they hope would implicate President Joe Biden in a crime scheme. How many times do we gotta tell you? There aren't any crimes when it comes to President Biden and his son. How many times do we gotta tell you? House Oversight Committee staff met with FBI officials over the internal FBI documents that an unnamed whistleblower claims will show that Vice President Joe Biden was involved in a criminal scheme involving foreign nationals. The FBI did not produce the document. They didn't give it to you, James Comer. Stop it. There is nothing there. I went online. True story. I said, what is this document? What is this document called? Oh, here it is. You have asked you have asked for what you say is a precise description of an alleged criminal scheme contained in a single FD 1023 report. You express concern that the FBI has inappropriately failed to disclose such a report to the American people, wrote FBI Acting Assistant Director for the Office of Congressional Affairs, Christopher Dunham. Wow! So the FBI, they're basically telling James Comer, you've inappropriately failed to disclose this so-called request for documents about this FD 1023. Does anyone know what an FD 1023 form is? I went. Who's a paid hack? Oh, James Comer is a paid hack. I agree. I went and I looked up this form. The only one that I could find, 70 plus pages, all kinds of boxes around. This is the document that people in the field and the FBI, they fill out. This is way before a crime is proven to be committed. This is just basically, from what I see, an intake form about alleged crimes. So it hasn't gone through any of the what do you call, when they sift through it and they look for that gold, what do they call that? Mining. It hasn't been mined. It hasn't been refined. This document that James Comer is resting his hat on has no ability to provide any credibility to the allegations against President Biden and his son. Shame. Shame on James Comer. Shame on all Republicans who continue to get out here on TikTok and spread lies and misinformation. Yes, fake TikTok hosts. That's what I'm calling them. They're fake TikTok hosts, and you know they are. Because they lie to you. They get you all emotionally invested in their drama. I am the host. Listen to me. And they're lying. And they're lying to you, folks. I'm not making this stuff up. Listen, I know they don't like it because I'm telling the truth, but listen, I got to do this. Okay, I got to do this. Why do you think they call me Triple H? Huh? They call me Triple H for a reason. Let me slow it down so I can explain to you why they call me Triple H. They call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen. And many of you who know me, you know this routine. I am Triple H because why? I am honest. I am the most honest person on this platform, on all platforms. There's nobody more honest than me. Humble. I am the most humble person out here. If I get it wrong, I will be the first one to apologize. I stepped on your toes. I'm so sorry to step on your toes. I didn't mean to do it. I got it wrong. I'm so sorry. I have no problem. I have no problem apologizing. Okay? And the last H, ladies and gentlemen, it is because I am the most handsome. I am the most handsome out here. Listen, why would I get on TikTok and lie to all of you folks? Why? Why? Have I lied about anything yet? No, I have not. Come on, folks. There is no greetings, Poker Dad. So nice to see you. There is no FD 1023 report that's going to lead us to all of President Biden's convictions. So once again, I'm going to put this FD 1023 with the 22-380, right? You remember that? Zeus, 22-380. All of the Democrats and some Republicans are going to be kicked out of government and President Trump is going to be installed. How do you know that? Oh, it's in the Supreme Court. The Brunson brothers, Zeus. And they yelled at me. Zeus, you are wrong. You are wrong, Zeus. Biden is going to be taken out. Trump going to be installed. Then it gets denied. Once. When it gets denied, then what? Oh, they're going to appeal it, Zeus. Wake up. Okay, fine. They appeal it. It gets denied again. So where's the 22-380 at, huh? There is no 22-380. And as far as I am concerned, there is no FD 1023. And as far as I am concerned, President Biden and Hunter Biden, they're not guilty of any crimes. And that's that. Now, our law enforcement duties that the FBI avoid revealing that information. It's according to the FBI. They cannot reveal any of this information, including unverified or incomplete information that could harm investigations, prejudice, prosecutions, or judicial proceedings, unfairly violate privacy or reputational interests, or create misimpressions in the public. Don't you just love that the FBI is looking out for the American people and really taking this claim very seriously and isn't out here being sloppy and messy and trying to get folks in trouble? Aren't you happy the FBI is actually doing this? Because if you think that the FBI, how many of you out there think the FBI is corrupt? Do any of you think the FBI is corrupt? That's the first question. That is the first question. And by the way, this comes amid, thank you, Heaven, for that poll. I appreciate it. This comes amid an admission from Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, and you know exactly how I feel about Marjorie Taylor Greene, who also sits on the committee that some of the whistleblowers who are part of the investigation into the Biden family have gone missing. I can't believe that was even said by Marjorie Taylor Greene. And House investigators don't know where they are. Wow. So you got Marjorie Taylor Greene, you got James Comer. They're all basically conceding they don't have anything there when it comes to President Biden. So Trump supporters, and I saw some people out there, Myers Life. Why do you love Trump? And I like that you put the heart there, because you may be the first person that I've spoken to that's a woman, and I believe you're a woman, I should say, that I'm hoping you can help me understand. For all the women out there that love Donald J. Trump, I want to ask you, would you let him kiss you? Would you let Trump kiss you? And then if the answer is yes, I'm curious about what about Trump do you find attractive? Any women out there, any women out there that love Donald Trump, and I saw the hearts there, what do you think is so attractive about Donald Trump? Trump everything. Oh, is there a certain feature that Trump has that maybe I can take notes? You know, because I'm Triple H. What is it that Trump has that you ladies just seem to love about him? I see you writing Trump, but no one can ever give me an answer. I've asked this question thousands and thousands of times, and I get no answer. Trump 2024 is not an answer, by the way. Oh, diapers. wait. I saw something. Yes, I would let him kiss me. He's more like a father figure to me. He's genius. Okay, Darlene, now we're getting somewhere. So, in terms of his features, what features about Trump would you say are the most attractive? Because there's a lot of women in here, Darlene. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of women in here think he's gross. And I ask this question because you and I both know, and by the way, I just heard this too. He was convicted, or he was found liable, and as far as I'm concerned, that's as close to being convicted as you can get. As far as I'm concerned, he was found liable for SA, you know? So, do you trust the FBI? Wow, 70% of you say you trust the FBI. Good job, good job. I know, this means there's hope for America, I know. There's good. I like that. I like that because see, if you tell me you don't trust the FBI, then you have no business asking. You have no business asking for this FD 1023 because you wouldn't trust a document from a government you don't trust, would you? Would you? You wouldn't trust the FBI if they told you Hunter Biden and Joe Biden were guilty, would you? Greetings, Yazzie. Nice to see you. Just give it up, folks. Passmore. I make a bunch of sense. Listen, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, ladies and gentlemen. I am as they say I am. FBI isn't government. Oh, well, what do you call them? Thank you for those photos of Jack Smith and Alvin Bragg. Okay. But like I said, yes, I just heard more news and I got to go look into it. But E. Jean Carroll, the woman that Donald Trump was found to have been liable for SAing, is going at it again. She wants round 2 with Donald Trump because he went on to CNN Town Hall. And did it again. Passmore. No, you don't tell Zeus what to watch. You can't tell Zeus what to watch. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, what I do is bring nothing but the truth. So help me, God. And at this point, there's nothing else to debate, ladies and gentlemen. Trump's a done deal. He's a done deal. I've covered this guy long enough, and I know what's gonna happen, and I know what's not gonna happen. Okay? And to the folks out there that keep asking, Zeus, are you a Democrat operative? No, I do this because I truly care about these lovely United States of America. I really do. And I do want you all to be front and center. Thank you, Heaven. I mean, not Heaven, but, well, Heaven too. But thank you, Brother Alex. I want you to be front and center when Jack Smith, there he goes right there in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. When you see those photos of Jack Smith, I want you to know that does something special to my heart. Jack Smith, ladies and gentlemen, will be, and you heard it here first, Trump supporters, you might want to leave now. You might want to leave because this is going to scare you. Jack Smith is coming, okay? And he will indict. Oh, why leave? Well, because I don't want you to have nightmares. You know, a lot of people tell me that I remind them of the boogeyman because I tell the truth. And, you know, I promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, right? But I don't want you to have nightmares. Or maybe I do. But I will say this. Jack Smith is coming. And he's going to be indicting the former president really, really soon. It's between him and Fani Willis. And for all of you Trump supporters, I don't want you to lose it. Can you promise me that? When Jack Smith indicts Donald Trump, will you all come back to my live and tell me you're sorry? That's all I'm asking to the Trump supporters, because that's why I say get those knee pads ready. Because you might be having to apologize. It might hurt when you get down there on that hard ground. Okay, you're going to get on that hard ground, and I know a lot of you, your knees are weak. And you're going to need some cushion on your patella down there, okay? So I'm going to need that apology. And to the man who owes me my steak dinner. And you know who he is. He's the biggest Trump supporter I've ever met in my life. And he will be buying me a steak. And I will be eating. He's a Trump supporter, so I'm going to take his money because he told me he doesn't have any, but I always see him. They always say they don't got money because the economy's bad, but they're on TikTok sending each other gifts. It's like, where do you get this money from, folks? I thought Biden's economy was hurting folks. Make it make sense. But I'm going to eat that steak on live TikTok television. Live TikTok. I'm going to have him buy me my steak dinner when Jack Smith indicts him, when Fani Willis indicts him, okay? And then when they get that conviction, you know what it's like when the jury deliberates over the evidence. And I heard a scary story from Ty Cobb, one of Trump's former attorneys. He used to work for him in the White House. Yes, That's what MAGA means. Ty Cobb, he gets on TV and he says, Jack Smith pretty much has all the evidence he needs to put Trump in jail. I said, wait a second, sir, wait a second. You're going to skip past the court case and all that, and we're going straight to jail? How are you so confident that he's going to jail? They got him on camera moving those boxes. They got him on camera moving the boxes after the DOJ told them not to do it. Trump, don't move those boxes. Tell us where you got those secret documents, those classified documents. What did Trump do? What classified documents? I don't have any classified documents. His attorneys, ladies and gentlemen, his own attorneys, they're on TV right now telling on each other. It wasn't me, it was him. It wasn't me, it was him. Yeah, it's over. So when Jack Smith indicts Trump, Fonnie Willis indicts Trump, and he gets convicted and goes to jail, I want my steak and I want my apology from all of you Trump supporters who came in here and talked so bad about me. I want it. Few calls before I wrap this up and, get out of the closet of truth, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to tune in and check in with all of you to make sure you're fully aware. That James Comer took another L today. He did. And Donald Trump will be going to jail. There won't be a Trump 2024. I've said it before, and I have no problem saying it again. It won't be. He's not even if he runs from the jail cell, that ain't gonna help him. As quiet as it is kept. Okay. All right. Let's see. Good afternoon, Toy. How are you? I don't know. Is it connecting?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
welcome. How are you
glad.
doing?
I am doing well, blessed and highly favored per usual. You look great, as always.
As do
Triple
you.
H.
As do
Thank you
you.
kindly.
Yes, yes. So,
I,
is there anything in particular that we need to get out in the air and address, perhaps?
yeah, I know you keep saying that there is going to be no Trump 2024, and believe me, there's no one in the world that wants that more.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I am just not sure about that, unfortunately,
Oh,
because of who I'm married to.
are you behind enemy lines?
Well, I'm married to I'm married to a Trumper, and he is a adherent of QAnon. So that's why
Wow.
I'm very concerned that Trump
Wow.
2024 could be a thing because
Wow.
there's no precedent. I know there's no precedent for someone running from prison and or being president from prison. And
Mm,
because that's not on the books anywhere,
mm.
it's possible, right?
Yeah, I mean anything is possible. I mean, I won't put that as something that's not possible, but him winning, I'm going to say is impossible. I'm just going to be
Me
honest.
voted for Trump could never. No.
Huh?
Someone said, then how do you judge people? Because I'm not my spouse, and nor did I know about his um
So he did.
fondness for, huh?
So he voted for Trump behind your back.
Absolutely. I did not
Mm.
find out until
Wow.
2 years into Trump's presidency.
Wow.
So if
I
I
mean,
knew that, I would not
mm,
be with that person. We couldn't be
mm,
more diametrically opposed.
mm, mm. I mean, my heart goes out to you, and I gotta be guarded in terms of how I respond to this. But I want you
Sure.
to know that inside right now, I am just torn to shreds because I can't believe that actually went down in America. That
Yeah.
someone kept it a secret for that long.
Yeah. It's
From
giving insanity. It's
mm,
giving mental illness, you know what I mean? Of the highest order. It's giving a psychopathy actually.
mm, and it's
Of
almost like they don't want to tell you that they're Trump supporters. Why
we
not?
believe in this so wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
stand 10 toes down and with chest let the world
Yes.
know. But now I've heard all the conspiracy theories as a result of him. I escaped several months ago. We are still legally married because why am I paying for that divorce? He could pay for it.
Oh,
Kick
this.
rocks.
Oh, you've actually taken steps to.
Hell yes. I was plotting my escape as soon as I found out. There's no coming together with somebody like this.
Mm,
Either you're for human rights or you're not. I'm not having a
mm.
debate about that. We can't agree to disagree about that. It's unacceptable.
I mean, yeah, it is because it's like tricking somebody into loving you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Trump supporters don't do that.
What kind of
Listen.
sick individual do you have to be?
Mm,
It's
mm,
wild.
mm. And don't sit back for those of you who are trying to say uh, this was a harsh reaction to somebody because of their political belief. No, this is I would argue right in line with how to have a healthy relationship. If you ask me, you cannot dwell with a demon.
No, you can't be an equal yoke with non-believers. You don't believe in human rights, and I believe in human rights. We cannot. And also, there's so many layers to it because he would talk about, oh yeah, I think the wall should be built and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you do recall that I'm an immigrant, right? I wasn't born
Right.
in this country. I immigrated here with my parents, right? Oh,
Wow.
but not you because you came here legally. I was like, how do you know I came here legally? And he was like, well, your parents brought you here. So now I'm not a bad person, but my parents are bad people?
Oh, get
Let's get
him.
into it.
Let's get it. Let's get all the way into it, you
All the way
hypocrites.
into it. Because
Mm,
exactly. So they have these model ideas of immigrants, and because you look a certain way, you speak a certain way, you speak
right.
YT,
Mm,
then you're more palatable.
mm. Is that
Yeah, no, that's
mm?
not okay with me.
That's not okay. It's not okay with Zeus either. It's not okay with me. Uh-huh. So he was benefiting off of you being an immigrant, a
Right.
migrant, right? He as
Mhm.
long as he's benefiting, it's
Right.
okay.
Mhm.
But the moment someone else starts to benefit, it's a problem.
Right.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have my support. I don't like to see people have conflict within their relationship. But in this particular case, this is definitely one of the most classic examples of treason in the country.
Absolutely.
This is
Yeah,
treason.
absolutely. Yeah.
Did he when you talk to him about it, right?
Mhm.
Does did he know how it made you feel to have to wake up
Absolutely, because
like this?
I was like, literally disgust me. Like
Mm,
having to look at your face makes me physically ill, knowing the things that you believe.
wow. Mm,
That you believe that liberals and the people in DC are all P3DOs. Like all this fabricated information with
mhm.
no facts to back it up. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can fight disinformation, misinformation with
Right.
facts. So when he came
Right.
to me and was like, oh, this person is the one who created mRNA, and I
Mm,
looked it up in the patents office, as you do, and I'm like, well, actually, they have 8 patents, and none of it has to do with mRNA. And everything kept moving. The
mm,
storm was always coming. It was always 2 weeks for something. Two
mm.
weeks, 2 months, 2 years, always in twos. Don't know why, but that's just what they do.
Why? In terms of being able to get you the information you need.
That and or like the storm. I don't know if you've heard about that Q whatever, but he said that the storm would be coming and it would be 10 days of darkness. So he got 20 pounds of rice and all this canned food. And I was just like, what is happening here? Are you okay?
Wow. Wow.
And
Wow.
that was almost 5 years ago, and the storm has not come
Wow.
yet. We had to get
Wow.
transistor radios, and I was just like, this is not
What about
reality.
did he ever do anything like you hear people talking about treatment for
Oh, he
COVID?
tried to get me to take ivermectin, and yeah,
Even
he
the
was like,
dog
we
said no.
should, yeah, he was like,
Wow.
we should start taking ivermectin, and I was like, am not, I don't have worms, and I'm not livestock. I'm not taking that. I don't
Mm.
know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, Trump supporters. This is exactly why you gotta stop it.
Right.
The dog's upset. The spouse is upset, and you're still hoping that one day Donald Trump will come down your chimney. Do
Right.
you understand how crazy this sounds?
Even when Trump was talking about bleach and using that as a possibility to combat that illness, he told me about it the day that Trump said something about it,
Tell him,
and
Yasmin.
then I was like, I'm not injecting disinfectant. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. The next day, Trump came and said he was just kidding. And I was like, your God just said that he was not being serious about injecting disinfectant. And you just tried to convince me to do it just the day before.
Right.
And
Wow.
crickets, nothing. He said nothing. It's crazy.
I am just flabbergasted that
Yeah.
a person that is considered, they brand themselves as a responsible, intelligent adult would go this far believing Donald Trump. When they've seen his track record, they saw him catch it.
And we're from New York. So
Oh,
we
Lord.
know, yeah, we grew up in New York. So we've known Trump's number for our entire lives. So
Yeah,
to be so obtuse about it is sick,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I'm with you, and more power to you. I'm proud that you were strong enough to escape this
Oh
this
yeah, I was gonna do it by
hell
any
of
means,
sorts.
literally.
Yeah. So when you broke the news, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship any longer.
There was no broke the news. I came home, I had a bunch of my stuff packed in the living room in boxes, and he didn't think that it was gonna happen. One day I came home, he had said the wrong thing about my dog, which was very upsetting to me. I brought
Wow.
my father and my five brothers and a U-Haul truck, and I was gone because I already had an apartment.
Mm,
Trying to save more time to before I moved into it. So I
mm,
moved into to it 2 days early with the permission of my landlord and everything, and that was
right.
it. I
Right.
didn't say relationship is over.
So
I just left from one
you
day to the
got an
next.
apartment on the side on your own,
Yes.
and then you moved out.
Yes.
When you're right, you're right.
Yep.
Listen, you are. I'm very proud of you. I'm impressed. We don't need you.
Nope,
We're
not at
not
all.
going to be in your prison of
Nope.
misinformation to the point where I can't do nothing without you. No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave you and those lies where you are at. You take care of that, and you ask Trump to help you with the bills, sir.
Pretty much, because the first night in my new place was the best night's sleep that I'd had in years because
Yeah.
I feel like I have PTSD
Mm-hmm.
from
Mm.
all the cons. I never knew what new fresh hell I was going to wake up to, what new thing he was going to tell me. Oh, Biden is unalive and he's being played by two actors, and there's two White Houses and two capitals, and America the company and America the corporation, and he's still president and blah blah blah. Recently he just told me, he was like, I don't think he's president, but he's definitely the commander in chief of the armed forces. I was like, how does that work? How,
Wow.
it's
And he
just really
probably
bad.
and he probably thinks Biden is guilty of all these crimes that they allege, right?
Oh yeah, he had been telling me for years that there were at least 600 sealed indictments for all these liberals in Washington, and that Hillary and Barack and all these people were at Gitmo, and they were going to choose how they were going to be unalived, and they were wearing ankle monitors for
Wow.
years, and we still see these people living their lives.
Wow.
Anthony Fauci was one of the people that he said was under indictment. I was like, when are these indictments going to be unsealed? Because
Wow.
Republicans can't keep their mouths closed. So if they had this
Right.
type of information, they'd be shouting it from the top of the Empire State Building.
Wow. I never knew you had endured all of this hell.
Oh God, it was
Okay.
hell.
My heart goes out to you because it's just so alarming that you went through all of that and came, but at the end of the day, it's impressive. Like I said, You came out, you're doing better, your mental health is like right
Oh
where it
yeah.
needs to be. You're
Yeah.
around real people who care about you and not
Mhm.
and not those who are obsessed with Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Mm. Now, some people out there say you left a good man behind. What do you say to those people? Thank you for the gift.
I left a good man behind. Go get
Yeah,
him.
they
You want
think
me
they
to?
think he was a good man.
That's fine. Go get him. He's still there. No, nothing's wrong with him. Go get him. And God bless and
He's
Godspeed, because
yours.
I'm not interested.
Thank you. Thank you for that hat. So, for those of you who are into Donald Trump, there's a single Trump supporter out there. Perhaps you are interested in dating.
Yeah,
No, not like me.
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
not a Trump
He
supporter.
like I he was trying to go to J6.
He was trying to go to J6 too.
Yeah, I followed his Twitter that he didn't know that I knew about. And I saw them planning this for a couple of months prior. And I was like, surely they're not going to go there and cause any problems, right?
Mm,
And they had five different caravans
Jesse.
around the eastern part of the country. And he was trying, because he didn't have a card at the time and he couldn't use mine, he was trying to get there.
Mm. I'm so glad you left him because I one of my favorite things to do to cover the people
Thank you,
who've
Lindsay.
been convicted behind that January 6th.
Yeah,
And you could have been one of those people.
absolutely not.
I would have had a live all about you and your man at the time. Thank you, Yazzie. Imagine that. That's why I tell these Trump supporters, run for the hills.
Yeah. I was like, don't do anything stupid because I'm telling. I'm telling on your mama, your
That's
grandma.
right.
I'm telling where everything is because I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
down for something that I have nothing to do with. And not
Mm-hmm.
behind con man Donald Trump. You cannot be so serious.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And did you ever get there's an answer out there that I want I'm trying to find someone that's hardcore MAGA to answer. You know how they
Uh-huh.
say it was BLM and Antifa
Uh-huh.
that was there on January 6th? Did he ever give you and actually they've said the FBI was there. Have you ever gotten an answer about why Marjorie Taylor Greene and all these other Republicans are visiting these folks out there in jail?
He said because they're basically being persecuted, the people that are in jail, because
But
they were going to peacefully protest for their country, and that Trump told them to go and be peaceful. And I was like, what about the part when he said, fight like hell, go to the Capitol and follow me there? And he
right.
was like, oh, he didn't mean it that way. And of course, he interpreted it as, oh, he was just telling them that if they didn't fight for their country, that they were going to lose it and not to do anything violent. Because, he came out like 4 hours later and said, don't be violent, after they had already
After.
torn everything to shreds, took the bodily excrements and smeared it on the
She's
walls and
telling
all
the truth.
sorts.
She's
Yeah.
telling the truth. This is real testimony. I didn't ask you to come in the box and tell any of this.
No, absolutely not. And for those
Not
asking, he
coordinated.
is a white tea man. He's not a person
Mm,
of color. It
wow.
doesn't get more white tea than him.
Woo-wee. Oh my gosh.
But
I've
you live
never.
and you learn. You take the good with the bad, right?
Now, can I ask this question? Let's just
Of
go on
course.
to a more light side. What attracted you to this guy?
I don't even remember anymore, if I'm to be honest.
Was he always like this? That's kind of my
No,
question. Oh,
that's
so
what's so crazy. And prior to Trump's announcement when he came down the escalator, he was all about Bernie. He was like, "Oh, you have to look into Bernie. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that." And I was like, "Man, I don't care,"
thank
because I
you,
had
Lily.
just become a citizen. No, I had just become a citizen like the last year into Obama's presidency, I think, or 2 years towards the end of Obama's presidency. So I'd never been able to vote before. So it was
Right.
not like a thing that I understood. But when
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Trump was running, I was in Germany and I flew back just to
Mm-hmm.
vote, to fly back again, because I was like, he cannot be president. I
Mm.
know his number. I grew up in New York. He's not a good person and he's a con artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
But when
Wow.
he won, I was like, I guess we're stuck with him. I want him to do the best job possible because if he wins, we win. If he loses, we lose. So I
Right,
wasn't trying for him to fail because who does that help? No one.
right.
But he lived up to what I expected, and here we are in a dumpster fire.
Wow. Wow. You know, I mean, what a gut wrenching story that ends on a high note. I've
I'm
never heard,
thankful for his presidency.
huh?
I'm thankful for his presidency because I could have procreated with this person. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
oh,
Could you imagine? I would be sick right now.
oh my gosh, you're right. Imagine if you had
Different
a
level
kid
of
with,
That's a different level of pain and
oh, imagine if
heartbreak
you
and
had a
yeah,
kid with this guy.
exactly.
Oh, poor, poor kids. We gotta protect these kids. Oh my God, this is a whole
Yeah,
new level.
yeah,
Mm, mm.
yeah.
And your child would have possibly been spoon fed a lot of misinformation. You'd have been arguing.
Exactly.
Mm,
Exactly. So you're talking 20 and a half years of being with somebody. That's a lifetime.
that is, yeah. I couldn't do it. I would, I would consider some things that I normally wouldn't consider. But you want to serve Trump? Do it over there, and I want nothing to do with it. I won't be arguing with nobody about what Trump did or didn't do in my household.
Oh yeah,
No.
no. In the beginning I was pushing back because I didn't understand it. And then when I started reading more of the Q stuff and he kept telling me more about it, I was like, this is actual insanity. Like, you are not well and you need help.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
he was like, you just don't understand. I know so much more than you do. You just need to do your own research. And that's when I started hearing that phrase. And I was like, so when I hear it, I get triggered.
What phrase? Do your own research.
Yes, do your own research.
And he
These
was
people
telling you
overnight
to do
became,
your own
yeah,
research.
yeah, he even brought me this one person in particular from YouTube. He was like, "You should watch this guy. He's black and he's from the hood." And I was like,
Tiffany
I
Blinken.
beg your pardon.
For
Nothing
him to
against the
say that,
hood.
for him to say that,
Yeah,
the audacity, he got to be
audacity.
out of his rabbit mind. I'm telling you. Wow.
I was like, so you thought because we have the same skin color that that was going to make me listen to him more? And he looked me dead in the face and said yes. And I was like, you can't be for fucking real.
Keep it clean now. We keep it
Sorry, sorry,
clean.
sorry, sorry, sorry. Be for real.
Thank
Like,
you. Yeah.
I was
Now,
like,
now,
I grew up in the suburbs, first of all. Nothing against the hood, but I don't have, we don't relate on that level. I'm not
right.
American. He is, so we don't relate on that level. It's just that we have the same skin color. You thought that I was going to be like, okay, let me drink this Kool-Aid. No.
I mean, just the arrogance,
Mm-hmm.
the the entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting behavior at all levels.
Oh,
There's
he also
nothing about
recently
this.
said that Putin is an ad is not admirable. He is an honorable man, is what
Who?
he recently said. He told me that Putin is an honorable man.
He said Putin is an honorable person.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that you got out of that relationship because he was definitely going to have you in Russia and believing you would have been in Russian prison. I can already tell you that was his end game to have you over there as some sort of bargaining chip to try to get Biden or Trump to do something. Listen, this is why I tell the Trump supporters stop right now. Everything you've been told is a complete lie. It's misinformation. Oh my gosh, this story, I tell you, it's disturbing. It might keep me up at night.
Yeah,
Now,
it was pretty intense.
yeah, wow. So how long did it take you? This is the last question, and I'm going to try to, check in with someone else. But how
Sure.
long did it take you to actually escape?
Well,
Once you realize it's time to leave this local joker, how long did it take for you to escape?
uh, probably 10 months because at the
Jesus.
same time my grandmother was dying, so I was I was having a lot of issues. I had to go down to Texas to see her for the last time, possibly before she passed, and
Right.
that was weighing on me heavily. And then I took in her dog, which was what catapulted me to go harder, because he was being awful to the dog. Like, he was like, "I'm going to take him to the shelter," blah blah blah. I was like, "My grandmother's dog, my grandmother's dog. I will walk over glass before I let that happen."
Yeah.
So I ramped up the search for the apartment, and I was searching every single day, and I found a couple within my budget, and
He was
I
taking out his frustration on you and the dog.
yes,
I
yeah,
am so glad you
yeah,
got away from this guy. I hope Trump does whatever he wants to him. I won't even
absolutely,
Trump,
yeah.
I'll do like this. Do your thing, Trump.
Yeah, I just really reconciled that I was being emotionally and mentally abused. I didn't see it that way while I was in it. I guess because I was in survival mode,
Mm.
and people mentioned it to me, and they were like, "Well, these are the times when I was like, I guess you're right."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's over now, and
Yeah.
thanks to God, I'm safe and on my own.
I agree. Listen, there's something good that's going to come out of this. God's going to bless you. I'm so glad that you chose your happiness over his foolishness. Can
Hmm.
the church say amen?
Amen. I know that's right. I'm
Amen. Yes. All right. All right. Listen, so I do got to maybe switch gears a little bit and try to get somebody
no
else.
worries.
But it was, as always, lovely to talk with you, and hopefully we get to talk more. And congratulations.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you
Congratulations.
for having me on. I'm gonna watch the rest of
Anytime.
your show.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations too.
Thank you.
All right. One of the best stories I've heard all week, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Toy. Let's give her another round of applause. Itchy Banks. Oh, you missed it. Oh, you missed it. I'll tell you what. Toy's married was with a Trump supporter and got the courage to leave him right where she found him, in the gutter. Yeah. I'm not saying she found him in the gutter, but yeah, she left him there. Okay, because he tried to switch it up on her midway through the relationship. All right, let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen, because you know Zeus does not have a lot of time. Let's see what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Kat. Nice to see you.
Hello, good evening. Yate, Tanishla Beregana Bashtain. I'm Navajo Dene.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed watching your clips and the information you put out there.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
energetic, positive.
Thank you so much. A lot of people don't say that, you know. Some people say, you're lying, you're making it up. So it's good to hear
Oh
that.
no, you're just bringing the truth.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna change it up just a little bit if you don't mind.
That's fine.
If you have a chance, since you've got a really good platform, take a look at ICWA. That's
Equal.
ICWA. It's the Indian Child Welfare Act.
Okay.
From the native TikTok, native indigenous peoples, we are worried about that law being dismantled, like the Roe versus Wade. They're
Oh,
going
really?
after it next month. So if
When
you get a
say
chance,
now, what state are you in right now?
I'm actually from New Mexico, but I live in Utah.
Okay. And this law that you're talking about is federal?
Yeah.
And
It was established in '78 to protect the indigenous children from being taken from their homes. They want to keep our children staying with our tribes.
So they're going after the kids.
They did until that law was set in place, and now the government's trying to destroy that law.
When you say the government, what party would you say is trying to destroy that law?
Republicans.
Oh, once again.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. So if you get a chance, I'd appreciate it if you could, take a look at that and see what you can do to help us.
And if you could send me some information about that, that would be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Because that is something. Thank you, Yazzie. Yeah, that is something that I have a problem with. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always a problem when we get the Republican Party out here being caught being hypocrites. This is a good example.
Yeah, they're destroying a lot of things, and I don't understand how people cannot see that. You know,
Shame. Good
it's
morning, good
awful.
afternoon,
So
Greg.
yeah, I'll go to one of your pinned videos and send you some information.
All right. Wait, aren't we friends? You can send it to me on or can't you just send it to me in the
Um,
message? No,
well, I
share
am
one of the,
following you.
yeah. Share the video and just share it to
Okay.
me. It's better that way because I don't get to my comments. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That the
All
comments are
right.
hard to get to. But yes, thank you so much, Kat. And
Thank
you go
you.
by
If you
Kat,
had,
right?
thank you, brother. You have a good night.
Yes, no problem. You.
Keep up the good work.
You, thank you. I'll try my best. I will. You
Bye.
have my word. To my Republican friends, you hear this? I'm not asking folks to come into the closet of truth with me and coordinate these stories. What you're hearing is stories from real Americans. Your party right now does not reflect the values of the American people. You're going after kids, but you're telling me you're trying to save them. Cut it out. It's a shame. It's a shame we got to do this. All right. Let's bring up another guest. You know me. I don't mind talking to anyone. I really don't. Uh Jams Ride, greetings.
What's up, brother Zeus? How you feel, man?
I'm
We,
doing all
we,
right. How are you?
good, man. Hitting you up from Chicago, man. It seems that
Shout
the
out
Republic,
Chicago.
yeah, it seems like the Republicans are never gonna stop. Only way I think we're gonna be able to beat these people is literally having to have to go door to door to explain to people what's happening to them, how they're losing their rights, how
Right.
they're not going to have any benefits anymore, how they're
Mm,
not going to have social security. Like you literally have to explain this to them as though they can't comprehend things. You
mm.
know what I mean? Like they're literally passing legislation in all of these
Yeah,
red states. And if you're a Republican, and if you're in the 99%, and let me explain to you what 99% means so people can understand what I'm talking about.
tell
If
them.
if you are not making over $7 million per year, you're in the 99%.
Woo!
Understand that.
Mm,
You need to understand this number. And I don't understand for the life of me how
tell
these
them.
people how these people say that they're such great Christians, but they never want to have anyone get health care. They never want to help anyone. While the truth is, somebody helped them to get in the position that they're in so they can have their foot on the necks of the people that support them.
He knows what he's talking about. Preach, brother.
So, I, we literally have to go door to door and talk to these people. Like, yo, you know you're about to lose your Social Security, right? You know you're about to lose your Medicare, right? You know
Right.
you're about to lose your veteran benefits, right? You
Right.
know you're about to lose all of these things. Like, I mean, like, what else do they have to do for people to understand that they don't care? They're willing to blow up the deficit so that they can try to keep power, and it's not the fact that they want to keep the power to help the people. They want to keep the power to help themselves and the rest of the 1%.
Fact.
So if all Americans would just listen up and hear my voice very clearly,
Listen
I
up.
don't understand why we can't come together under the pretense that we are the 99% in this country. Period. There's no skin
Mm.
color, there's no religion, there's no
Blessings.
gay, there's not straight, there's none of these things. Those are man-made constructs to keep us all divided. The
Mm.
moment that the masses come together as the 99%, we change this country. That's what they're afraid of.
I
That's why they
listen.
keep us divided.
Wow. Wow. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
Like
Stop being
it's
played.
shenanigans, man. We getting played like a fiddle. They're literally playing the red side is literally playing the people who are uneducated, quote
Mm.
unquote, and then the red try to trick everyone and make people think that being woke is so wrong. I mean, like, it's a joke. If you don't have intelligence in
Danger.
your mind to understand this, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Well,
I mean, good
well,
luck with you.
well, I've had several conversations to try to do and tell them what you said. And what ends up happening is they just don't believe it. So, a hard head makes for a soft, what, right? And I'm at that point.
Absolutely.
I'm at that point. Go ahead. Your water gets cut off. Go right ahead. That might
Right.
be. You might
Exactly.
got to get to that point. You don't got any food. Go ahead, because we were trying to tell you this whole time. You keep voting in your own worst interest, and you told us we were lying.
Hey, and the people in the comments, that only thing you got to say is something negative or calling somebody's name. Where is your positive solutions to fix the problems for this country? We're sick and tired of you talking about calling people names, doing this, doing that, and not having excuse my language, no solutions. We all know what the problem is in this country. Where are your solutions?
What
Give us
are
your
your
solutions. We're sick and tired of hearing about the problems. We know what the problems are. We know that there's systemic racism in this country. We know that people don't get good educations in this country. We know that the healthcare system is broken. We know these things. What is the Republican solution?
what?
Give us those.
Give us those solutions, brother. You didn't came in hot and on fire.
Yeah, man. I'm not playing around anymore, man. Like, it has to change. Like, this is like Trump literally said that he could shoot anyone in the middle of Fifth Avenue and people would still support him. So what does that say about the Republican people? Are y'all smart or you're not smart? The choice is yours. Everything in your life comes from what you think in your mind and then your actions and what you believe in. So are you being telling me you're going to believe in a man who say he can grab a woman by the and he's been bankrupt and he's lied and he has ties to Russia and his people has been indicted? Like, if you people vote for that, you are very, very slow. I'm sorry, I love you from a place of loving you as a human being, but you're very slow. And I'm here to tell you that. And anytime you want to debate me, bring it on. Let's go.
Well, thank you.
Now.
Listen,
No.
I think you left nothing on the table.
That's right, man. I'm sick of it, man. Like, this, it's like a joke, man. They like take American people like we're all stupid. Like, are you kidding me? I grew up in the hood in Chicago, and I'm educated. Now, you can't play these games with me. Play them with people out there, maybe in the country or something that's slow. I mean, lots of books. I understand economics. I understand all of this shenanigans that you people are trying to fool people with. You can't fool me. Sorry. I'm too woke for that.
He is too woke, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that subscription, Lori. I appreciate it. Oh,
yeah,
my
man.
Now, before we wrap this up, my only question to you now is, I was talking to the last guest, and she did express some concern that Trump might actually become president again. Do you think that's possible?
No, not happening. Not going to happen ever again. And it's like Jack Smith is coming, baby. Listen, they're gonna listen. There's gonna be so many charges put on him, and they're gonna have so many evidence with tapes and him still running his mouth. That's why his attorneys quit, because he don't shut up. You never so like it's literally like you're telling on yourself, and they told you not to do it. Your ego is so big. And he doesn't understand that your ego is not your amigo. Period.
You hear that, Trump supporters? It's over.
The blue wave is coming, and we're gonna get this country back, and we're gonna take our democracy back. That's what I like about. That's what Biden is running his campaign on. It's about saving democracy, and America can't be the founding thing that created democracies around the world, and we're not leading by example. How does that make sense to anybody?
It doesn't.
Explain it. Exactly.
Make it make sense.
Exactly, my
We are fired up.
We fired up, and
we're not talking about going out there and doing that January 6th thing either.
No. We're fired up with truth and knowledge to help people to understand that everybody in the 99% of this country is walking in the same shoes. So If you want to put your religion first, you go right ahead and you'll be by yourself. You'll be a small percentage and fraction of all the rest of the people in this country, all the gay people, all of the black people, all of the transgender people, all of everybody. We're going to unite and we're going to keep our democracy.
Mm.
That's what we're going to sell.
Amen.
Period.
Thank
All
you.
right, my friend.
Thank
All
you,
right, my friend
Jams.
Blue.
Listen,
Yeah, I
as
agree.
always, I
All right, man.
appreciate you coming in here and
Yes,
delivering
sir.
that truth.
Yes, sir, man.
Andy, yeah, thank you.
One love, my friend. Be well to everyone listening in. It's not about red states. It's not about blue states. It's about the United States of America, the 99% and not the 1%. And when we all understand that, that's when we win this fight. Okay? One love, y'all.
All right, ladies
Uh,
and gentlemen, Jams,
I
right?
agree.
Listen, you need people like you to just keep bringing that truth out here, and it's not that hard to tell
No,
the
it
truth
isn't.
when it's in you.
It isn't, man. I was born to do this, man, and I try to pull back from politics a lot because because I'm in the music
Yeah,
business and stuff, and I don't want things to be
thank
like,
you.
oh, this is you know what I mean. It gets a lot harder. So I just try to if we could bridge the gap and understand once again that we're all human beings,
Amen.
99%, and there's 1%. And
Amen.
if you erase skin color and you erase religion, what else do you have? Humans are only energy and spirit, and we're nothing else. That's why.
Amen.
All right, be well, my friend.
All right, you too.
All
I
right, one love.
appreciate you. Yes, one love, ladies and gentlemen. Jam's right. Listen, I don't have to even ask people. I don't coordinate this. They just come out and they tell the truth, and it's not that hard if you have the truth in you. All right, you're welcome, Andy. You're welcome. Now, obviously, a lot of people have different opinions about different things, and I'm more than willing to hear people out. Okay, as long as it is a nice and peaceful conversation. Okay. Greetings, Linz.
It's not Lynn's. You know who it is, Zeus.
I have an idea. Is this Janae?
It is. Haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh yeah. How are things? How's the weather?
Everything's great.
Oh, okay.
Everything's great. I don't know if you know, but we are an actual constitutional republic.
I've heard that before, but I have to push back and say that we're actually a democracy as
We're a
well.
constitutional republic. But why do you have James Comer picture up there? He's a handsome looking guy.
Oh, you're curious about why? Well, let me tell you. Okay, so some news came out today, and I don't know how you feel about it, but it turns out he took another L today.
Did
He failed. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, he was hoping and praying that he would get that elusive document from the FBI that would prove that President Biden, was guilty of those crimes that he's been saying he's guilty of, right? That
Right.
the FD 1023, perhaps you heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah, and so the
How come he
FBI
couldn't get it?
declined.
They declined it, but why? Why would they decline something if he was not guilty?
Because they said it would set a bad precedent out. You want the specifics? Do you want the specifics?
Oh, sure.
Okay, they said it is critical to the integrity of the entire criminal justice process and to the fulfillment of our law enforcement duties that the FBI avoid revealing information including unverified or incomplete information that could harm investigations, prejudice prosecutions, or judicial proceedings, unfairly violate privacy or reputational interests, or create misimpressions in the public. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, if he's not guilty, I don't see why we couldn't have those papers.
I mean, because do you think the FBI is an agency that you can trust?
3-letter agency. I trust the FBI. I don't trust the FBI like, for instance, Christopher Wray, the ones that are in government. I don't trust them at all as far as I can throw them.
But you trust the agency.
Well, parts. It's hard to say, Zeus. I mean, it really truly is, because there's a lot that are really corrupt, and more of them are in Washington. Unfortunately, they haven't given us a good take. I mean, either side. I know you guys like to pick sides. I'm conservative, period. I vote Republican. I think you know that about me. And I'll tell you right now, I don't do what you guys do, pick sides and this and that. I've been a conservative all my life. That's just how I vote.
But
Period.
but when you say conservative, can I go one step further and say,
Absolutely, love.
would that mean that you're a Trump supporter?
Listen, and I'm going to say this loud and clear. If Trump runs and he ends up getting, nothing comes of anything that's coming up, which I know it's not, I will definitely vote Trump,
Did-
hoping for a ticket with the vice president by either Tim Scott or Byron Donalds. If
Did-
not, I might even vote for Tim Scott because he just put his name in the hat as of, gosh, I want to say 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Do you? But hasn't Trump already kind of been found liable for something that you?
No, nothing's come to anything that I would say I'm not gonna. No, not at all.
Do you? You know the E. Jean Carroll thing, perhaps?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. I'm sure you guys probably haven't, but there's a lot.
But
He's appealing it.
I mean,
It was a civil case.
but I mean, but that's still pretty major, right? I mean,
I agree.
hypothetically, thank you, Andy, for the subscription. Hypothetically, right? If President Biden had been found liable for doing something like that against someone like, Tara Reid,
Yeah.
you would say Biden would be, pretty much done, right? Or would you say, Biden should appeal it and,
Okay, let me see. You know what, Sus? I know you really want to get into this. It's just, you know what, I have to.
well, is there something else
This was,
to
hold on.
to?
No. This was 30, how many years ago was this? 25 years ago. This is none of my business. Trust me, I talked to my pastor about this and asked him his opinion on this. And
Uh-huh.
basically he said, Janae, do you know, and this is his exact words, do you know Donald Trump personally? I said, absolutely not. You only know him on the TV and what's going on. And so far, he has not been, nothing. So he hasn't gone to jail. He hasn't gone to prison. He hasn't been committed. He didn't say that. But trust me, he didn't say that.
Oh,
But he did
but he
say,
said
hold on.
enough.
But
He
he did
said
say,
enough,
no,
man.
he said, hold on. He said, you don't know if he has repented, which I'm sure he has. This was many, many moons ago, these girls that are coming up. This is none of my business. This is just like if you were to do this 20 years ago, I would never judge you. As being a friend of mine, I would never judge you on that. And I would hope you wouldn't judge me if I did something bad. That's friends. Because
I
you know
mean,
what? The only judge, and you and I know, and being Christian, and I know you know, Zeus, the only judge we have to talk to and listen to and report to at the end of the day is who? God. And you know that. So at the end of the day, he's going to have to report to him. I'm not going to judge him.
okay. I mean, I
Left you
disagree.
speechless, didn't I?
Well, I disagree.
Because I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge him.
I disagree.
Okay,
I
and that's
disagree
fine.
with
And
it.
that's fine. Sure.
I disagree with it, but I know that it's not going to work for me to change your mind, right? It's an interesting perspective when you agree the positions
It's
because I
right.
would hope.
It's my perspective though, and it's my perspective. I have many friends that have been silly, that have done silly things. If what am I going to do? Judge them all? Absolutely
Well,
not. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't judge any of you Democrats for doing something silly in your past. I wouldn't judge any Republicans. That's just not who I am. Period.
Is this how long have you been like this? When did you turn this?
All my life.
Because
You guys don't know me. You don't know me.
I'm trying to get to know you. So
you guys know the silly, what is it, hour that I come on your lives and bug the shit out of you? I'm sorry. Bug the doo-doo out of you.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of things that you say that I don't agree with, and that's okay. It's your opinion and it's my opinion, and that's what's great about this America. We all have freedom of speech, and hey, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to mine.
Okay.
But I would never judge you on what you say.
Okay. So let's move that no judging thing on. And so there's a couple more questions, and then I don't want to tie you up because I know. And by the way,
I'm good.
this is very incredible that we're able to have such a civil conversation. I never thought we would be able
I've
to
never
talk like
not
this.
had Zeus,
never
I've
thought.
never argued with you. The only time I was upset was
Well,
when I don't want to get into it.
yeah, we
You
don't.
know.
Let's just keep this lovely energy we got
There you
going.
go.
So
Got it.
so so my next question is, in terms of President Biden and Hunter Biden, what are your thoughts about them? Do you think that they are guilty of anything? Because that's why I got James Comer, right? He's out here saying there's the stuff that they did in their past and stuff like that. That
hmm
it's like we don't know Biden and Hunter Biden, right?
Listen, this is the. I've said this all along. If they did something to compromise America or something to do with us, yes, I have a problem with it. Period. If they're in cahoots with, let's just say, China, and there's stuff on that laptop, and there's millions of dollars that are going back and forth, and laundering's going on, yeah, I have a problem with that. It's not just going and I mean, yeah, I do. He's the president of the United States, love. Of
But
course.
but,
Now,
but
hold on. Let me also say, if that was Trump and all his kids, you bet I'd have a problem with that. See, this is where I think you guys just automatically think conservatives and Republicans don't believe the same way. We do, but
uh,
that's just
um,
something you guys have put in your brain and your head, and that's what you've said because we've defended a lot of the things that our side has done because
okay,
we
now
have
you
facts.
know Jared Kushner got that $2.6 billion, right?
Yeah, I do. I don't know how. I mean, obviously, hey, if it happened, then you know what, Zeus? I say the same thing about all his kids. If something happened, look
Well,
into it
well, well, well
down.
that
No
did
one,
that did that did happen though.
okay, then they need to look into him, Zeus.
Okay,
Absolutely, 110%.
okay, so you agree we need to look at Jared Kushner and
You
look into
bet. You
okay,
bet.
and and
You
and,
bet.
and you also are agreeing that who are we to judge President Biden? Whatever's on that laptop that they're speculating, at the end of the day, that was in the past. Like your
No,
pastor said, like your pastor said, we don't know these people, right?
no, this is unfortunately okay, hold on, because you're gonna probably go great, Janae. Thanks, because now you're teetering. This was when he was vice president, doll. This is something completely different. Donald Trump can do whatever the heck he wanted. He was a citizen. This is many years ago. If he was president and doing the same thing that Biden did when Biden's been in office for what, 800 years? No, I'm just kidding. What is it, 47 years? So yeah, if him and his son were doing this while he was vice president, come on, Zeus, not
Mm,
good.
mm.
Now, I would say the
Well,
same thing.
you have
I'm going to
heard
say the
that.
same energy, same energy. If Trump was, let's just say he was political and he was in the political arena
He,
for this long, you bet I'd feel the same way.
well, how long has Trump been into politics, in your opinion?
You know what? He has been in politics. I know because gosh, he was talking about running with Oprah. I don't know, in the 80s, I think,
So
was it?
it's
Or
safe
the
to say
90s?
it's safe to say Trump's been in politics since the '80s.
He's never been in the political arena in the sense that it was a senator, was a vice president, was Congress. He wasn't
So
anything to that stature, so
so
to speak.
so it only matters what you did in the past if you were
No,
working for the government.
absolutely not. Come on, now you're putting words in. If Trump did something illegal in the past, period, in the past, then he should have been brought up on charges. Obviously, they caught nothing. They would have definitely
Well,
destroyed his butt when he stepped into office, which was what they tried to do. Everything so far has been coming back, and he's like untouchable. This man. I don't
who
know.
Trump?
Is he Teflon Don or something? I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
everyone. I hate to say it, but it's true.
wow. Well, a lot
Russia,
of people.
Russia, Durham report. I don't know if you've read all that, but that's pretty sad. They're thinking about bringing up charges again on. No, not thinking. They are going to be bringing up charges again on Hillary
Hillary
Clinton.
Clinton. Yeah.
Going back, they're diving back into that. And then there was one other one that they're diving back into. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well,
But
here's the
yeah,
thing though, Janae, and this has been a good talk, but I do think there's a
absolutely.
lot more work that needs to be done in terms of reaching that plateau you were selling me about people who are doing things, if it's done in the past, you don't judge them. I still feel like you're judging President Biden a
No.
lot, actually. I still think you're judging him a lot. Thank you for that hat. Uh, I just don't think you're being fair.
I hold on. Okay. Let me ask you something then. Okay. Let's just say um I've been with
That
my
black
husband
excellent
forever.
look.
So I was we
Yes.
were high school sweethearts. I've never had any other man. So let's just say I decided I was going to cheat on him. Okay, this is something that's like
Mm-hmm.
so
Right.
ridiculous. Obviously, I'm Christian. I'm going to repent, and I'm going to come to the Lord and let him know that I'm sorry, whatever it ended up being. Okay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to judge you on something
Glory.
like
Thank
that.
you. Right. Okay. So are you saying that you
Okay,
don't
sorry.
hold back?
So,
You're
yeah,
not.
I'm not going to judge you on that.
I'm
No,
talking
hang on,
about
hang on.
President Biden.
This is bigger. Zeus. Okay, I know, but I'm trying to give you a bad example. This is not a good example. It's not a good analogy, is what I guess I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
If you're comparing, hold on, if you're comparing a man that goes outside his
because
relationship,
here's the
which I don't
thing.
believe in, which I don't believe in, hang on, which I don't believe in, trust me, and a man that's actually doing money laundering and he's a vice president of the United States of America with his son using the Air Force One, yeah, I have a problem with that. And so you can't compare those two, Zeus.
But Trump did
But
all of
I'm
this
not
while he was.
judging him. I'm not the one that's going to judge Biden at the end of the day.
But Trump did a lot of this stuff while president.
What did he
That's the
do,
that's
Zeus?
that's the thing, right?
What did he do, though?
Well, some of the things like what happened with
Eugene
he's
Carroll was
under
20 years ago.
he's under multiple investigations for all the things that
Yes.
he did while president. Doesn't that count? Those are concrete things he did while he was under your threshold of being a politician.
Okay, so
Look,
are you talking about the January 6th situation? Is that the one you're talking about?
that's one.
Okay, what else?
Well, isn't that enough?
See, I don't want to see, we're having such a good conversation about
Oh,
that I
okay,
really,
okay. Well,
honestly, Zeus,
I guess that's as far as we can go then, right? But there's multiple investigations that Trump is under for his conduct while he was president. Thank you for
well,
those subscriptions.
well,
Thank
I'll
you.
tell you,
So
so
at some point
far,
at some point the hammer has to come down on Trump, and I would hope that you are brave enough and strong enough to do it.
right, 7 years and nothing. I've still been waiting, Zeus, because you know what? I've been
There
looking
is
behind that
something.
door. I've been looking behind that door. Two impeachments. He was acquitted twice. Um, Russia. The Durham report came out and exonerated them. Now, I know that there's a lot of people that are in that I truly think should be exonerated because it's not fair to them because they did back him. That's my belief. That's my opinion. Um, I would feel the same way if Obama was in this situation,
No, no,
or I would.
Janae.
I voted. I told you I voted
No,
for
no, no.
Obama his first term. That was the first time I ever voted Democrat,
Mm, mm.
ever in my life.
Listen, Janae.
And it was a one term and done.
Listen, I'm gonna have to put a pause right here in this discussion because I got to talk to some other people. Right, there's a lot of people that I'm going to try to talk to, and I would like to say that as much as I know I can't change your mind, but there's a lot of work that
No.
needs to be done still, and I don't know if you're willing to hear some of this harsh truth. I don't know because there's a lot of people they
Well,
might not agree with you. And one of the questions I ask a lot of people is, what do you say to the people who don't agree with you?
I'm
And they
okay
tell
with
you,
that.
and they say you're making
That's
this up,
okay.
huh?
They can call me whatever they want. Trust me, I get called all kinds of names. You never see me sling names back. I may call you an idiot. I'm sorry, and I know that's bad. But you'll very seldom catch me calling you names back, period, because that's just not what I do. I'll go after you, like with situations, but I'm not going to do the same thing they're doing. I will never go after your kids, and I'll never go after your husband or wife or whatever. That's just not me. You can call
Okay.
me anything you want. It's okay, because that's their opinion, and that's okay.
I
And they
don't like
don't
to
know
do
me.
that. I
They
don't
don't
like to
know
do
me.
that. I don't like to do that. I wanted to
I
just
know
see
you
if
don't,
you.
Zeus. I know you don't.
I wanted to see if you at least had any actual concrete facts that you could use to say, no, this is why I'm telling the truth. These are the beliefs I have. But okay, fair enough.
Oh, I
I,
have plenty of facts.
well,
But
I'm
I
gonna
know you
bring it.
don't
I
have a
got.
lot of time. But next time I would love to speak to you. If you could unblock me, I would love it. And I'd be able to come up and speak to you.
Well,
But you have me blocked.
I do.
You sure do. Don't
Oh,
act like you don't know.
oh, well, I gotta look into that. But I thank you for coming in and checking in with me. It's been a long time, but thank you so
It
much.
has. It
All right,
has. All right.
all
Take
right.
care.
Take
Thanks.
care. Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now that was Janae, and it was a pleasant conversation. Um, I'm just going to leave it at that. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and I am going to bring up our next guest before I just wanted to talk about James Comer, but I understand the work of the kingdom must continue to be done, and I am the one that needs to do it. I get it. So I'm going to bring up my next guest. And you know the rules. Gotta keep it clean.
Oh, I'll keep.
And I'm willing to hear.
I'll keep it clean.
And I am willing to hear.
That woman.
Keep it clean. Leave. Listen.
Factual information that Donald Trump has now been held liable and confirmed by 9 jurors. 6 men, 3 women, 2 Trump lovers, that he SA'd, molested E. Jean Carroll. See, she doesn't care about the women who were molested. She cares to cover shade and throw shade to Trump for his actions against the women. She is basically telling the women, you mean nothing to me because Trump means more to me than you do.
Wait a second. How did you come to that conclusion?
By her denial of a fact that just happened a week ago with his confirmation and libel case against E. Jean Carroll, that the 9 jurors of his peers from across New York, again, 2 Trump supporters, found him liable. See, she doesn't care. She doesn't care that he walked into the dressing rooms of naked underage teens.
It's clean.
That's clean. That's clean.
Well,
she cares more about Trump. She cares more about Trump by throwing him shade. She made a comment about Joe Biden. There's no information that Joe Biden's done anything. You see the hypocrisy in this fake Christian who uses God so she can portray ignorance and facts about one side but not another. Do you know that E. Jean Carroll filed a new filing today against Trump? Did you know that?
I heard.
Yes, for $10 million. For $10 million because he keeps on lying and defaming her. He did that again. This woman here has no facts about anything. She brings up Biden and his son making money, but she doesn't care about Ivanka Trump getting 26 trademarks from China while working for Dad in the White House between 2017 and 2019. She doesn't care that Ivanka Trump, had a private meeting with the leader of China. What is she doing?
Well. I did bring up Jared Kushner, and I did get her to at least say that needs to be looked into. Isn't that progressive?
No, she doesn't care about that. Donald Trump has received blood money from from Saudi Arabia, $4 billion contract to build Trump Tower and golf courses, where 15 of the 19 attackers on 9/11 came from. She doesn't care that Donald Trump gave Saudi Arabia access to his golf course. That's blood money. 3,000 plus Americans died on that day. He doesn't care. A reporter, a reporter who lives in America.
Listen, I don't know. I can't say if a person cares, but I do agree that
her actions alone, she doesn't care. Her words alone, she doesn't know one thing, but she seems to know a lot about others. As she says, well, maybe you guys haven't read this. I mean, she's saying that you're ignorant because you don't know some information that
I'm not ignorant.
I understand that. You aren't. See, we are all knowledgeable. Us, are knowledgeable about both sides of the coin when it comes to factual information.
Like I said, sometimes you got to let people get their version of their understanding out so that people can make their own decision.
Her decision is, I don't care that Donald Trump essayed women.
Well, that's how I heard it.
Exactly.
That's my opinion.
She says, oh, that happened 20 years ago. 20 years ago? Well, guess what? You have 26 women who have come out who did not know each other, said that Donald Trump would pop a Tic Tac in his mouth, separate us from the crowd.
Don't do it, Tacky. I hate when you get so graphic.
Get us to another room and then move upon us. Donald Trump's own words said on the bus that Nancy O'Dell was looking for furniture. He took her furniture shopping, and he moved on her like a bee. I said bee.
I mean, wow, you listen. Oh my gosh, keep going.
But she doesn't care about. I showed Janae the video where Donald Trump said that he and his daughter have sex in common. You know what she said to me? You know what she said to me? Hold on. You know what she said to me?
Oh Lord! Oh,
she wasn't worried. She wasn't worried about Trump's words. She goes, what was said before and what was said after that comment? I'm going to hit the bookends of that comment. It's not the substance that I care about. It's the other ends. Why?
Oh, Lord.
Again.
Okay.
This woman.
Time out. Attacking.
Oh, dude, this woman. I was a born again Christian. I was bathed in the water, just like a real Christian is. I repented for my sins. But the thing is this, I don't like Christians who use God to be ignorant, to throw shade on other people, to lie about other people. How can you as a Christian lie purposely about another person knowing you don't have any facts? Joe Biden didn't take money. You have this guy right here behind you who says we don't have proof on Joe Biden receiving any money. They said it themselves.
They don't. There's no proof. That's why I got in the closet of truth to let you know.
They don't have any proof. They never have any proof. Janae has said, I'll show you proof of Joe Biden essaying a child. She's never shown me anything. I don't want to talk about
that kind of stuff.
Dude, I'm sorry you don't, but I'm tired of hypocrite Christians using God so they can hate other people and go kneel on their bed before they go to bed and say, please, God, forgive me for lying. I know I lied, but please accept me. When they know Donald Trump is on fucking stage. Sorry. When they know Donald Trump was on stage and he was asked, have you ever asked God for forgiveness? And what did Donald Trump say? I don't think so. No, I don't bring God into this. I just try to do better. Donald Trump doesn't care about God. He's never asked about God. And by the way, God says, spread my word from the highest tower, from the highest mountain. And what does Donald Trump say? Was asked, what is your best Bible phrase? That's private. I don't really want to say. Usually when you're a Christian, you want to spread God's word to the masses, to tell the people how loving and how caring God is. But no. Not these people. They don't care about, oh, Trump says, oh, it's personal to me. And then he's asked, what book do you like? King James or blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, they're both the same. But, I used to say that my book was better than the Bible, but really the Bible is really better. My book's second. I mean, come on, people. Quit using God and stop. When facts are put in your face, ignoring the facts. Donald Trump has been confirmed and liable for SAing a woman, and you guys say, well, he didn't grape her. So you're throwing shade to even the 9 jurors. The 9 jurors. Would you say law and order makes a difference? Now they don't make a difference. Now you say the jurors are bought and paid for by George Soros. That the judges are George Soros paid off. The legal system only works if it's for you. Throw Hillary Clinton into prison. Throw Joe Biden into prison.
Why investigate Hillary? That's already settled business.
Oh, they're still bringing up Hillary. Oh, and by the way, I don't think she read the Durham report because it doesn't throw shade to anybody. It doesn't say that Trump is acquitted of anything. He is. It does not say either way. The Durham report, if there was anything in there to put court cases on people, he would have said this person needs to be investigated, this person needs to be charged, this is what's going on. He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
So is it safe to say that the Durham report didn't produce any real evidence of crime?
That is correct. That is correct. And by the way,
I've said it.
If you people who talk about the Mueller report, the 448 pages, 110 contacts from Russia to Trump's team. You have Paul Manafort and Michael Flynn, who were agents of other countries, foreign agents, who did not disclose that they were doing that. You had Paul Manafort removing the Russian sanctions for the RNC primary or whatever before Trump was inaugurated.
I guess
this stuff you guys don't read, but you say you read it. My God.
Well, I take it, that you listened to that exchange with our good friend Janae.
She's a friend.
And it was very, it was a lot. It was a lot.
She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a hypocrite.
I don't do any of the name calling and stuff.
I know you don't.
I know
that.
But
the thing is this.
And I know you and
you don't like to wallow in the mud.
That's right.
But I do.
I know, and that's what I was.
And I have no problem because you know what? When I take a shower, I clean up good.
What kind of soap you use?
Zest.
At least it starts with a Z.
It's a Z. Exactly. Yeah. But again, you're Triple H, but I'm Triple S. I'm sexy, I'm smart, and I'm a senior.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm glad you're chuckling because that last part was funny.
It is.
Yeah.
But the thing is this. They've attacked the LGBTQ community. She has attacked multiple entities that she doesn't agree with. CRT, she says, has made comments about it, knowing that it's not taught in schools. It's a college course and a law school course. These people lie. Why? Because they have people who think just like them, who have listened to Trump. And if they listen to Trump, then they should hear what Trump's words really are. If you say it long enough and repeat it often enough.
That's why I continue
They will think that the lie is a truth, and that's what Trump does to these people. They are in a cult. They donate to a billionaire. They follow his words. They repeat his words.
Oh Lord.
They take their last dollar off their table to feed their kids and donate for a fake NFT card where Donald Trump is an astronaut, a race car driver, a horse, a cowboy. All these things that Donald Trump
they say they don't donate attacking, and I've talked to a lot of Trump supporters, real Trump supporters, and they say Trump doesn't get a dime.
Bull. They donate. and they ignore the facts, and then they make up lies about Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't do
And
any
that's the
quid
thing.
pro quo.
So to the Trump supporters, right? Will you stop? Will you stop today lying about Joe Biden? Is today a good day? It seems like it's a good day for us to just stop bringing it up.
You know when they say about Trump saying that he made Mexico pay for the war, you know what the wall? Do you know what they say? He raised tariffs on them. That's how they paid. They paid through their tariffs. No. Donald Trump said he was going to have him pay for the wall. Joe Biden got Mexico to give $1.5 billion for border security. The Title 42, 50% less crossings since it went into place. It's more stringent than the Title 8 is more stringent than Title 42. Okay. Oh, by the way,
so the border security thing was all a ruse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think it's safe to say that it's time to cut out the lies and misinformation on the right today because it's not helping America unite. Is that where we're at?
Exactly. And by the way,
I've been there a while, but
by the way, there's those people that Janae hang around with. You want to go facts for facts? Come to my broadcast and put your camera on.
I just don't have the skill set you have attacking.
That's what I'm saying. You come to my broadcast, turn your camera on, and I want you to show me documentation of mass voter fraud. I want you to show me documentation that Donald Trump did something. I'll show documents. I'll show paperwork, transcripts, memos, phone calls of what Donald Trump has says. What do you have? You never have a darn thing.
Okay, fair enough. So you got his invite for those that are interested. But now attacking, I do got to bring up someone else.
Yes, bring somebody else who is a lot smarter and more passionate than I am.
No. I need less of the passion. I really do. I agree with your points. But your passion is way through.
I don't like liars.
I get that's what you feel, but Jesus Christ.
Especially towards women.
Okay, I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Women, even women are lying that the women were assaulted. They don't care.
All right, yes.
They don't understand the mental turmoil that women go through. They don't care. Oh, why didn't they do it in a meeting? They wait 20 years.
Okay.
They don't care about the psychological issues with women when that happens.
Now I got to bring Greg up.
All right. Yeah, bring Greg up.
All right. Thank you.
All right, I'll drop, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Brother attacking. Just set the whole live on fire. I get it. I'm not gonna judge. I get it. People are still processing all this truth. Oh my gosh. But it was hot. All right. Brother Greg. Is there anything you would like to get addressed in the
Well, I mean, attacking pretty much covered everything. I mean, that was a typical attacking, situation. So what I wanted to address was I just wanted to address the statement that was made from Janae about the fact that, Biden didn't have the ability and all this stuff. Trump didn't either. Okay, just because he was president doesn't mean that he had the ability. The minute he left office, he was not able to have classified documents nor declassify them. Today, Jack Smith said that Evan Corcoran let Donald Trump know that he was obstructing justice, and he kept holding those documents.
That part.
Okay?
That part.
So that's the reality here. You can swing around and pretend that what investigations are there? There's nothing going on. Well, we have a few of them, and you know what happened in office?
What's that?
We had checks written in office to Stormy Daniels. So that was a crime.
Are you talking about the 34 felonies?
Yes. It was in the Oval Office. It is in the indictment. So if we're going to talk about what happened, what did he do in office? That's one of them.
Jack Smith.
And then after he lost the election and pretended like he didn't know that he lost to get his supporters to go to the Capitol, he then called Georgia and asked for votes.
Hmm.
He was technically in office when that happened as well.
Those are crimes
So,
that he committed while he was president. That's the point I was
right,
trying
those
to
are crimes
highlight.
that were committed as he was in office. So we can continue to deny, deflect,
Tell him, Greg.
and have Biden derangement syndrome. But the
BDS.
problem here is what I
Andrew.
don't like about specifically the guest that you had before attacking, and I won't mention her name because I get in trouble when I
Yes,
come at people apparently. So basically, what I'm saying is
Mr.
you have
Jones.
all this credible evidence in your chest that
Hmm.
Joe Biden's a pedo, but yet
Right.
you are going to sit here and say that, and you're going to believe all that allegation, but you're going to deny the information that's right in front of you.
Right.
And
That's
that's the
the
problem I
piece.
have.
That's the
That is
piece
the
that I
problem
want to
that I
make sure
have.
we all understand. You got to
Right.
give Biden the same excuse you give Trump.
Right. So
Don't drop it.
she has all this knowledge and information. She's a secret person. She'll always say, "You don't know what I do." Okay, fine. But you
Swerve
are now
lane.
coming out and saying things like, "Oh, uh, you know, I know for a fact that such and such is this because of this and this and
Yeah.
that." But yet, and you're also going to sit there and talk about Tara Reid. You're going to talk about her, which is essentially the exact same thing.
Hmm.
But yet, well, not the exact same thing. But
It's similar.
it's the idea that
Thank you.
it happened a long time ago and it's hearsay. They'll say, "Oh, that's hearsay about E. Jean Carroll," but then when it comes to Tara, they're like, "Oh, this
They,
really happened. This really happened, and we know it for a fact." Let me tell you something about Tara Reid. Okay, Tara Reid was debunked in 2020. It's been debunked since then. There's no information that has changed.
there's
She was
nothing.
uncredible. Her lawyers dropped her, and I've said this before, and I've said it again, and I'm going to have to say it for like a 20,000th time.
Alvin Bragg.
She is not credible. Her lawyers admitted it. They said that she doesn't know what she was doing. She was praising Joe Biden. She was a friend of Joe Biden. Then she got caught up with some folks over there in the RU, and then all of a
Interesting.
sudden during the 2020 election, she changed her story. So look,
Hmm.
they want to play these games. They want to do these things where they pretend that they have all this evidence. They're so angry and triggered and mad about, and they don't care about SA, and they have to ask their pastors to get clearance to do things right in life, and not specifically your guests, but it's everybody. It's everybody. Why do you need a pastor to tell you what's right?
Because you're on the fence. The devil's got you by and you need some clarification.
Right.
That happens,
And what
right?
they're doing is they're using religion again as a crutch to support somebody who, in those certain faiths,
Mm-hmm.
is looked at as the person that should be voted for, which is why religion is terrible, and I don't like it at all, and I'm not a part of it anymore
Mm.
because it's stupid.
Mm.
And I sit here and I listen to these folks, and Zeus, you shouldn't let them in because they can't even admit that the election wasn't
Wait
stolen.
a second, Greg. You shouldn't go to their lives.
Well, that's fair too. But
Yes. Zoom
if they
runs
if
his
they
meetings
if
as
they
he
can't
sees
admit
fit.
that the election wasn't stolen, they're not worth the time or effort. They're just not, because they will never ever come out of the cult. They will
Well,
drink the Kool-Aid. They'll pay for the Kool-Aid. They call us the problem, but it's them. Taylor Swift, I'm the problem. It's me. Okay, it's you. It's you.
do you
Your
think
religion
no?
brainwashed.
Do
You've
you?
got problems.
But don't you think that in a roundabout way, in a haphazard way, that they're curious about the truth, like the truth you're sharing, and that's why they come to these lives, perhaps?
They
Don't you
come
see
here
it?
because they call it comedy hour because they're
Oh, is that what they
because
call it?
because because
They call it comedy hour.
Donald Trump isn't tucking them in at night anymore and reading the bedtime story, so they're very scared. Okay, they're very scared about it. They're terrified of Joe Biden because Donald Trump isn't tucking them in.
That's funny.
And
That's funny, Greg. You said this is comedy hour. That just tickles me
that's
because
what they think. I mean, I think
well,
this is the truth.
well, this is probably going to be the funniest show they've ever seen when it's all said and done. So that's fine. Come on,
And look,
laugh
right
with us.
before I came in here, the Pirates hit a grand slam, so we're back in the win column.
Uh oh.
So
Fair enough. That's good.
But
Did
yeah,
did you get Jack Smith that souvenir that you and I were?
I will, Zeus. I promise. Okay, I'll get it out to you, buddy.
Make sure it's a winning souvenir, okay? Because Jack Smith only wants the best. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might go live on Backup tonight. I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay, fair enough. And I appreciate you, always coming in and sharing your wisdom and knowledge with us in the kingdom. Sometimes you do.
Oh, you know why? You know why Casale doesn't want to talk about sports right now? Because we're playing the Texas Rangers.
Now, people want to hear you say Alvin Bragg. They've been asking.
Alvin Bragg so strongly.
He's good. This boy's good. Wow.
But all right, Zeusy, thank you for letting me in. And I just called you Zeusy. I don't know what that is, but all right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen?
That's
all kinds of spirits in this closet of truth. Wow. Thank you, Brother Greg. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brother Greg came in here and he did his 1, 2, 3, 4 dance routine. Okay, and listen, I thank all of you we've been in here for quite a bit. We have, but I got to try to get to as many people as I can before I depart for the night. And if you didn't get me this time, I'll say this. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., bringing down that hammer of truth as always. Okay, this is just a little extra, okay, because I got some time. Good afternoon, Nutty Professor. Let me look at my watch, Nutty Professor. This morning, you didn't show up for class.
So, yeah.
Did you get an excuse?
Trust me, a lot of people have DM'd me asking where the heck I was.
Yeah.
I will.
You and Swervin, now that I think about it, I don't know where Swervin is, but y'all gotta understand, attendance is very important in the kingdom.
Well, I do have a good excuse, but I'll text you. Okay. But I just want to make one. I want to make one point clear, and I really hope that from now on you catch it and you call it out in real time. After Donald Trump was twice impeached, people keep saying he was acquitted. Donald Trump has never been acquitted.
Wow.
These people don't know how the system works. The House of Representatives impeach, and the Senate removes. The Senate chose not to remove. That is not tantamount to an acquittal.
Right. We all know that.
Well, apparently they don't, because they keep saying that he was acquitted.
And they keep saying he wasn't arrested because there was no mugshot.
So
we know what we know, right?
Yeah, it's cognitive dissonance at this point. And it's deliberately obtuse. So there's a difference between intentionally obtuse and deliberately obtuse. Now they're being deliberately obtuse because when you present facts upon facts upon facts, and they choose not to listen to the facts, because every single fact that's being brought on particularly this live is easily fact checked.
Fact check us.
Like I always say, I've heard you say it, I've heard Swervin say it, I've heard plenty of people say it. Don't believe me, fact check me.
Fact check us.
Because it's very easy to just, anything that we're saying, it's very easy to go see if it's, you know what? Go to Snopes, SNOPES, Snopes.com, and put in any question you want, and they'll tell you if that statement is true or not. How about that? Put in Snopes. Go check it out with Snopes.
Tell them, Yazzie. Tell them. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you're correct. Facts matter. We're approaching the 2024 elections,
That's right.
and listen. What's going on in Florida? What's going on in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
And Death Satan,
Boo to
it's
Ron
important
DeSantis.
because this man wants to be the leader of the free world, but yet he's turning Florida into a fascist, racist safe haven.
Mm. Mm.
Like, at what point, as Americans do we
About
stand
time.
up, do we rise up? I don't care if you're a resident of Florida or not, and say, you know what, enough's enough.
Enough is enough.
We have
Listen to
to
Nutty
stand up to
Professor.
these people because you
Yes,
know what,
Swerve, and I can
for the
see
last
you.
for the last 8 years, we've been trying to have meaningful conversation. We've
Right.
taken the high road. We've taken this, that, and the other, but no more. It's time to just go full force, full metal jacket on these
Mm.
people because they're not listening to reason. So if they're not going to listen to reason, then let's not be reasonable.
Mm.
So, you know,
You
the
know, I
four
get the frustration, okay, but in this kingdom, I do gotta be more on the reasonable than unreasonable side, you know. But
yeah,
I'm not telling others what to do, but I understand the frustration, and I just say, you know, it just encourages me to dig deeper and bring these truths out. Okay, that's why, like today, this James Comer, he wanted this FD 1023 report from the FBI, and he didn't get it. Guess what? You get Zeus now instead. You get Nutty instead. You get Swerve. You get all of us instead. Every time you get a break of lies and misinformation, instead of getting what you asked for, you get us. Isn't that amazing?
I just I want the American people to know that this
Come on.
investigation that's going nowhere, it's costing us millions of dollars.
Now that part.
If if you want to be the party of conservatism, why aren't we conserving the money and put it towards the debt ceiling that we're trying to raise from the money that you've already spent from the
Mm,
previous administration?
mm,
Because
mm,
that is the idea. And then they want to say, well, we owe all this money to China. No, folks, we don't.
mm.
We don't. A vast majority of this debt that we owe is to ourselves.
Amen.
China China holds about 28% of our debt, where Japan holds more of our debt than China.
Mm.
Japan owns about 32% of our debt.
Tell them.
So we are hurting ourselves when we don't be honest, especially about this debt ceiling. Folks,
Mm.
this is money that we've already spent. We've already spent this money. This is why the American dollar is taken around the world because it's the only stable currency
Tea drinker.
in the world. So,
Mm-hmm.
now they want to put out the lies that the American dollar is crashing. Okay, since it's crashing, why don't you send yours over to me? I'll give you my Cash App, Venmo, Snap. I'll give you my PayPal. Send it to me, and I'll hold on to it, and then we'll see if it crashes.
Mm.
Because
Mm.
if you think it's crashing, go ahead and send me your ducats.
Mm.
I'll, I'll take very good care of your ducats.
You trying to rob Peter to pay Paul? Is that what you're trying to do, Nutty Professor?
I'm just saying, they want to say that, Joe Biden is tanking the economy. He's doing this. He's getting us on the verge of World War III. I don't know
That's
where
not
that came
true.
from.
That's not
I don't know
true.
where that came from. But
That's not
they
true.
are they are gaslighting us beyond a level that I've ever seen before.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
literally, we can see something with our own eyes, and they say, "Nope, that didn't happen." But yo,
Mm.
I was just
Thank
standing
you
there.
for
I saw it.
affirming.
Nope, nope. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. See,
What?
what had happened was,
That's right.
and when you start hearing that, whatever. So
Mm.
thank you for letting me up. Sorry about this morning. I'll text you. But
All right. Your
keep
absence is
keep
excused. Everyone gets a
keep
free excuse
speaking.
first one.
Keep speaking the truth.
I will.
I
Thank you.
judge so many people. I don't judge anyone because I am a Christian. I do believe in the tenet, judge not lest ye be judged, smile daily.
Hmm. Hmm.
So me calling out your hypocrisy is not judging you.
You know a tree by its fruit, like the good book says, for those of
There,
you who
there,
believe
there
in it.
there's a difference. There's a
Amen.
difference.
There
Calling
is.
out hypocrisy is not standing in judgment.
Well,
So anytime you want to DM me and have a conversation, please feel free to do so. All
well,
right.
it's like the
But
good book says, he who has ears to hear, let him hear, right?
well, we obviously know that they don't have an ear to hear.
Well, that's my point, right?
I'm gonna suspend attacking. He just sent you a message to say put me in detention like they do in high school. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, no.
I might have to attacking engine, yeah.
And
Whatever that
Mike, I'm coming after you, brother.
whatever
But
that
I'm gonna
looks
get
like.
going.
Attacking,
I'm gonna
cut
get
it out.
going. I appreciate you having me up, and God willing, we'll see you in the morning.
All right. Thank you, brother Nutty Professor. I appreciate it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get into the closet of truth and testify. Wow, what an interesting day in the closet of truth. Oh my goodness. Uh we have Poker Dad. Yes. What brings you into the kingdom?
Greetings.
Greetings. Long time no see, and I hope you've taken some of my feedback to heart and are ready to come and be a Democrat.
Yeah, I'll take a pass on that, but I appreciate the invite. It's nice to know that I am being embraced by our fellow Democrats out here in these TikTok streets.
Okay. Yeah.
That being said,
Mhm.
I am feeling very encouraged because I do have some like-minded individuals out here
Mm.
that are actually, seem like they're ready to step up and take back control of the Republican Party. And if they are in here, I appreciate it. Thank you for those that have been reaching out to me, telling me that I'm doing the good work of the Lord.
Who are these Republicans you speak of?
I'm not going to put anybody's business on the street
Well,
because
could you describe these?
just like I have said to you in the past. Those of us from the originals from the Republican Party, we're a bit embarrassed. We feel bamboozled and hoodwinked.
Oh,
To allow individuals like Donald J. Trump and his MAGA supporters, the not real Republicans, the ones that just took over our Republican Party, taking away all. But there's that few of us right now that feel like it's important to kind of step up, take the reins, take control, and get rid of these bad apples.
so you agree that
It only takes one bad apple to spoil a bunch.
now this is facts, and as far as I'm concerned, the Republican Party has a lot of bad apples right now that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm thinking that if we just send them back over to the Democratic Party where they came from.
What? They didn't come from the Democrat Party. Cut it out.
I already gave you that study, Zeus.
Listen, lies and misinformation will not be tolerated. Now, I got another question. Though. How do you describe these other Republicans out here that you say got you feeling all jolly today?
How do I describe them?
Yeah.
I look at them as truth seekers.
Oh.
They folks that care about our country, care about people, care about the well-being of individuals, care about making sure the government is out of their households, not trying to take control of people's bodies, not trying to take control of people's money. To me, that's a like-minded individual.
Right. And you said you ran into those.
Yeah, I since we've been doing these lives here and there, I do have a few people that are DMing me and reaching out saying thank you for the message. I think it's nice. I think it's wonderful.
Okay. As long as they don't support Donald Trump, I'm fine. I'm fine.
No,
I can
that's
live
the
with that.
point, right? That's the point. We're trying to separate from who took over our party,
Some
right?
people say you're a
We need to
closet
just get rid of
Democrat.
them.
He said if you like one or two. Evan, you are hilarious. Jewel says she wants receipts, Poker Dad. She doesn't believe you. But
That's
ladies and
okay.
gentlemen, he's smiling. You can hear it in his voice. He's happy. Somebody out there must have said something to him that got him so excited.
No, but you know what? Sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling alone out here in these TikTok streets
Oh God.
because everyone's just trying to recruit me over to the wonderful blue waters of the Democratic Party. However, you know, I still believe in what I believe in.
Hello, Laura. Yes. Well, I'm still asking this question, and I asked the gentleman this morning the same question. The ship is sinking on the Republican Party as long as it's filled with lies, misinformation, and MAGA. So, at what point do you get off of that ship?
You know what? This is the thing, right? Sometimes the ship just needs to get plugged up, and sometimes the ship just needs to sink,
Oh,
right?
okay.
I think at this point right now, the ship just needs to sink, right? And we might just have to rebuild bigger and better than ever than we were before.
Oh, hello, Shay. Nice to see you. So you're gonna rebuild the sinking ship, and you're gonna do that on land, or you're gonna do that in the middle of the ocean? Because you're in the middle of the ocean.
1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
The delusion is strong, but okay. I can't say much. I can't say much. Hello, Independent Light. Nice to see you. But I'm glad that you're in happy spirits, and there are other Republicans out here, sir, that do support you. I've ran into them. There are few. There's few of them out here who are real Republicans that don't support Donald Trump, but they support the Democrats for mostly everything except the budget. And I still think there needs to be some cleanup on the budget thing because I'm starting to change my mind about, do I think Republicans are better fiscally than the Democrats? I'm starting to think the Democrats are actually fiscally better. And I think you will too after you see all this evidence that I have.
Well, I appreciate you caring enough to try to share that information with me. And maybe one day we will break down the numbers and figure out, you know, the importance of what those numbers mean. But that being said, I just want to make sure everyone knows, because, you know, I see a lot of the spewing of hatred and things of that sort.
Right.
Remember, the political party does not make the person. The people make the political party.
Facts.
Okay? So I just want to make sure that we understand that just because someone is a Democrat or a Republican, it does not make them a bad person. They don't wake up in the morning trying to figure out how to create this horrible situation for America. We just need to understand that people on the other side just have different perspectives and to love one another and be better every day.
As long as those people aren't breaking any laws and promoting,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely,
because that's the thing. I think when it gets to that point, we're not dealing with real Republicans or real Democrats or whatever it is. It's a little something more than that. At the end of the day,
what we're doing right now is we're dealing with a bunch of messy, sloppy, disrespectful pieces of Cheetos that we don't need to be dealing with. We need to get all of them out of the way, sink that sinking ship, split the Red Sea, and start over again.
And in the meantime, vote for Biden. See, you know what, Poker? I'm not going to hold that against you right now, but we got a lot of time to work on that. Fair, you know what I mean?
Well,
but I'm glad.
Well, thank you for your patience. I appreciate that.
Yeah. No problem. And I'm glad that you're, as I think I've seen Heaven say, you're that Democrat, you're diet Democrat. Is that what you are? So I'm glad to see that about you.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want. You know, everyone else wants to call me whatever they want to. You know, they can judge me for y'all not to be judged. But you know, I appreciate everyone regardless.
Okay.
Just give it a chance, y'all. Be open to the ideas of folks all around the world. I'm open to everything that you say. I'm open to the other things other people say in here. I'm learning from you every day.
Thank you. And that's all I can ask that you do. That's really all
I
I can ask. All right. Now, I'm going to have to bring up our next guest before I get up out of here, champ. Fair enough?
No doubt.
No doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Poker Dad. He's a good soldier. He really is. Standing up for truth, liberty, and freedom on the Republican side, I must say. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Oh my God. I've been in the closet of truth longer than I thought I was going to be. Wow. What an interesting day. Now, let me see. How do you say your name? You've been asking me to come up for a while, and you've waited long enough, so I'm going to talk to you. How do you say your name?
I am the original Triple H, Hawaiian, humble, and handsome. Bro, I just had to come in here and tell you, bro, you know I got much love for you. You got to tell Cece stop muting me from your live, bro, and I start making jokes, man.
Oh, Cece, you found yourself in
Danger.
a straight
Cece always be muting Danger, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, Cece. You've been doing a great job, but maybe we don't need to put Danger in a straitjacket.
Hey, you know I got love for you, brother.
All right.
You muted me, Cece. But anyway, just remember, guys, he is the false Triple H. I am the real Triple H. Hawaiian, humble, and handsome.
Sad.
Nah.
How sad. Wow.
You have a good one. I just want to tell you that I got muted from your live, brother.
All right. We'll work on that. We're still
Aloha, my
ironing
man.
it out, but
Aloha.
aloha as well.
Yeah.
Take care, brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, Heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, this is a great friend, right? What can you ask for? Someone that comes in the box and literally tells me I'm Triple H and that they are the fake Triple H. I gotta give it to them. That is amazing. That is incredible. I give it to you, brother. Okay, Danger. Yes, Danger. And Danger. There's only one Triple H, sir. And you're right. It is me, Zeus. Okay? You got to work for it. You just can't wake up. You just can't wake up one day and say, I'm Triple H or I'm Triple. These people come out here, I'm Triple S, and you can't do that. That is a title that has to be bestowed upon you by the people as they have done with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a few more people and then I can get up out of here. What an interesting day to say the least. All right, Millie, greetings. Greetings. Hello, Millie. Miley, Millie, greetings. How are you? Can you hear me? Earth to Miley. Going once, going twice. I guess you may have fallen asleep. All right, Independent. Take care. Let's bring up our next guest before I get up out of here. Let's bring up our next guest before I get up out of here. All right. Let's see. We have Challenger. Greetings. Nice to see you.
I know.
And what brings you to Olympus?
And you just have something that I cook in, didn't it? Be honest with me.
Huh?
Be honest.
The first one.
No, the one I dumped out because I smelled it.
What? Challenger.
Zeus, what's up, buddy?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to my wife.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Zeus.
Hello, how are you doing? So lovely to hear from you.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Just another day in the kingdom, sifting through lies and misinformation, of course. The work of the gods is never done. You know that.
Oh, hush up, dogs.
Is that a dog or a chimpanzee?
A dog. We got two dogs. Two dogs.
Okay. Well, listen, it's so lovely to hear you and see you today in the flesh, What brings you to the closet of truth, You see who I have up behind me.
Oh, James Comer's coming.
No, Jack Smith is coming. James Comer is not worthy of that challenger. Cut it out. All right, Yazzie, and yes, I do think the Nuggets are. I can't say it, Yazzie, because there's some people in here that they're gonna get mad if I say it. So yes, what brings you to the closet of truth?
No, I just wanted to come and say hello, brother. I do love you, even though we don't see eye to eye on politics, and just kind of talk about your last guest there. Like, can you elaborate a little bit more? Because, sorry, I was talking to my wife.
Oh, there's been quite a few.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Poker Dad?
Yes.
Oh, do you like his brand of content?
I do like Poker Dad.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and that means you are on the Republican side, I guess. And Lakers are leading. Okay, and what is it about Poker Dad that you like in terms of his content? Because the thing is, he's not supporting MAGA. He doesn't support MAGA.
Right. And I'll tell you the same thing, Zeus. Like, I don't think for me or my wife either. We don't.
Don't speak for me.
Okay. We don't really support the MAGA ideology. Okay. Like, I think I told you we voted for Obama twice, right? So first and second term. But we had to do something different to change this country and get it going in the right direction. And that's why I think we both voted for Trump in 2016.
Do not speak for me,
okay,
sir.
I think Andrea voted for, you didn't vote for Hillary, did you?
Don't speak for me.
Okay.
Don't speak for your wife.
Okay, so she probably voted for Hillary, and I voted. But in the 2020 election,
he was out. And think about how many people he told that she voted for Trump to. Shame.
Well,
I did vote for Trump.
The second term. Yeah. And the problem she had with Trump the first term was he's a dick, and he made the comment.
Keep it clean, challenger.
I'll keep it clean. All right. He was a D, and I'm going to grab him by the you-know-who. Woohoo.
You're saying that part that Trump said was the issue?
For my wife, yes.
And it wasn't an issue for you?
No.
Is it an issue now?
Absolutely not.
He just got the E. Jean Carroll thing, though. Isn't that an issue?
No, because I think that whole thing, like just watching her on CNN, and she felt it was sexy and all this stuff when she was on there. It was like a fantasy for her.
F that.
Are you listening to your wife? Mrs. Challenger, is the E. Jean Carroll thing an issue for you?
I'll be honest, I don't follow politics like that, so I have no idea.
No, but if a guy wanted to grab you by the...
Well, if it was you, that's one thing. If it was my husband...
Yeah.
But not...
Even then, your husband better, keep his hands to himself. Right?
Well, yeah, exactly. If some stranger came up and decided to just grab me by the you're gonna get knocked that what out.
I must agree. Now, with that being said, are you two leaning towards voting for Trump this time around in light of all of these crimes and accusations?
Well, Mr. Challenger is, I really don't know. I have no idea. I really don't.
Do either of you have any real problems with President Biden and Kamala Harris?
Well, husband does.
Oh. He does. Can you do me a favor?
Like I said, I don't follow politics like that, but
But you believe that your husband does have a problem with the Bidens?
oh yeah, he does. Don't even get him started.
I know that he is a man. He's supposed to be a man of high character and great morals. And I just don't get what the problem is with President Biden. Dave Wilson, how's that Lake Merritt water treating you?
Lake marijuana.
No, Lake Merritt water. So,
Oh, I thought you said marijuana. Sorry.
no.
Wow,
So,
really?
Challenger, here's the thing. There's no dirt on the Bidens. You do know that, right?
No. Okay, so here's the thing with that.
Oh, see, you got him started.
No, I mean, I'm looking at, I got receipts.
Oh,
Of course you got receipts.
well, let's see those papers then, Zeus.
Right. So okay,
Right here.
how long has the FBI lying on Trump? And it's fake news. Fake news.
Do you trust the FBI?
Absolutely not.
So what about the whistleblowers last week? Did you listen to that?
I did. Absolutely.
Why?
Okay. So these were former FBI agents that couldn't stand the lies and things that were going on in the FBI.
So you trust them?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you trust someone that comes out of the agency and says, hey, there's a problem here?
Because they were paid by Trump.
So did you not look at the John Durham report?
I didn't. No, I didn't look at that thing. I told people to throw it in the trash.
Yeah, the whole thing was fake news.
What was?
The whole Russia
Wait,
thing. Was
did you skip over the part that Kash Patel was paying these FBI whistleblowers? What do you think about that, though? Honestly.
So why were they getting paid? Why do you think?
You want my honest answer?
Sure.
So these whistleblowers, they were let go because of their terrible performance at the FBI, according to what the FBI said. That's why they lost their security clearance. Okay. Now, and then yes, you're right. They're not even really classified as whistleblower. Now, they get under they're sitting there in Congress. Dan Goldman does a great job cross-examining them. And he asks, are any of you, he didn't say it exactly like this, but are you any of you receiving money from Kash Patel? And they said, yeah. Okay. So I don't think they're lying when they said, yeah. Do you?
I don't, but okay. So let's first question, who is Kash Patel?
A Trump operative.
What's that?
Well, an operative of Donald Trump. Put it that way.
Okay, that's what you think. He's an operative of Donald Trump. Why do you think that way?
Because the facts of the matter say that. It's facts. You think I would be lying to you? You think Dan Goldman would ask this kind of question in Congress?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
if somebody lost their job, they got laid off, you deserve severance, correct?
It depends on the negotiations of your contract with the employer. So I don't want to really get into that just yet. So in your opinion, is Kash Patel FBI? Is he FBI? Is he a Trump person, or he's just some random Joe Schmo? Where do you put this at? Where does Kash Patel fit into this in the grand scheme of things?
So I think the government screwed all of the whistleblowers over, and he was there to give them severance money.
So he's like an Avenger. He's like this outsider, just wants to do right by this country. I got a bunch of money and I want to help this people out kind of person. That's no motives or nothing.
Absolutely.
He's just neutral. He has no dog in this fight. He's the kind of guy that would give you money and say, he's the kind of guy that would just give you money and say, you don't owe me a thing. Do you believe that?
So what are your thoughts?
Well, I just told you. I said he's a Trump operative, and you have Donald Trump once again being tied to folks testifying in Congress about him supposedly not doing anything wrong.
Okay,
Maybe, huh?
What proof do you have that he's tied to Donald Trump?
The money.
What do you mean the money? I mean, you got to be more specific.
Those people admitted under the umbrella of Congress that they received money from Cash Patel. Challenger, cut it out.
Okay, so are you saying the money came from Trump to give to Cash Patel to give the whistleblowers money? I mean, what are you alleging here?
Well, he would free he said he would free the January 6 people, and you and I both know why would Trump be freeing people who he said was Antifa and FBI and BLM, right? But this is Trump you're talking about. His reach is very far. And I'm going to go as far as to say, yes, Challenger. Those people were there, unfortunately, or fortunately, because Donald Trump wanted them there to help push his narrative about January 6th, amongst other things. That's why. Those people, they're not real whistleblowers. They're not victims of the FBI. You know that.
Okay, so you don't think the Clintons have any involvement at all?
I can't. Listen. Jesus Christ.
I mean, come on. I mean,
did the Clintons pay those people? Is that what you're suggesting?
No.
Why did Dan Goldman say? Now, if Dan Goldman was to say, "Are any of you being paid by Bill and Hillary Clinton?" And then they go, "Yes."
No, but if you look at some of the stuff that's going on with these deaths that are so strange, like I'm going to say something, I'm going to announce something, then I'm going to jump off a 15-story high-rise building. Like, does that make sense to you?
What? What do you mean?
There's a lot of the stuff, like even Paul Walker, the Hollywood guy that was going to expose the Clintons. If you watch it,
Furious?
Yeah, if you watch the car crash that he died in, it was more of an explosion, not a fire. Okay.
Oh, you know, I've never heard that one, Challenger. And so, you know, I'm gonna have to say, you know what? There's more work that you need to do as well.
Well, because we can talk, brother, because you know
I know, but I do gotta go watch this game, okay?
All right.
And this would be quite a long discussion if we were to actually have it.
Absolutely. I can bring you the facts, Zeus. I'll bring the truth to the closet. Okay.
Oh, I know you will. I know you will. Oh my gosh. All right, Challenger. Well, listen, it was nice checking in with you, but I do have to run.
Moving on. I got you, Zeus. I got you, brother. Love you, man.
All right. Love you too, bro. Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And tell Mrs. Challenger as well. I hope she's doing well and send her my regards.
I will. She's listening. We love you, Zeus.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I do got to wrap this up. Wow. I thank all of you for hanging out with me in the Closet of Truth for this long. Wow. What an incredible moment. I just got in here to talk about James Comer, but we had to have those tough conversations. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all bright and early, hopefully tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Yes. And I will be touching on all lies and misinformation that has passed in this last 24 hours. All right, take care. Have a great rest of your day. And listen up, Trump supporters, get those knee pads ready, because Jack Smith is coming. I'm out of here.